y'all, we just had the most amazing devotional. Oh my gosh, I love it. It was so good, and it just reminded me of the goodness of God. Like I already don't know that, right? Anyway, so good. So I'm fixing to gather my supplies, and I'm gonna move into the kitchen to the dining table because I have a couple things I want to do some thrift flips on. A couple of them for my booth, one for myself. So I gotta gather up my supplies. I'm excited to do it. I'm gonna show you what they are and show you how I do it. And then there's one item I need to take outside and spray paint, but I don't know if I have what I need. I have to see. But let me gather up my supplies. We'll move into the dining room and I'll show you what I'm gonna be working on. Okay, so I got my little area set up. Let's see. Y'all can see. My little area set up, my little lazy Susan. I'm gonna be working on her. These two things, and then I got to get some spray paint for this because I don't have what I need for that, but we're gonna work on these and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Now these two little things right here, they're like little villages. They were actually in bags that I thrifted, and I was like, oh, I'll probably just donate them back. And then one of y'all gave me the idea to paint them to look like gingerbread houses and put them in the booth. And I thought that was such a good idea. So I have a tons of colors here. I'm not sure which one to use. I got all shades of browns and stuff. I can't remember which color I used. I want to say it was territorial beige that I used on my little gingerbread men that I made last year. So I'm going to paint these. I'm going to paint them all the same color, and then I'll go back over where the snow is, and I'm going to paint that white. And I'm going to try to get, I probably can use Epsom salt to make it look like sparkly, reflective. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but that's my plan. But here's what we're starting out with. And I'm just gonna have fun with it. That's the whole point of it, is just to have fun. I'm gonna tilt the camera down. I'm gonna set one off to the side. Look, I'm on my Lazy Susan, still has my thrift sticker on it. I paid $3.99 for this. Huh. Let's start with some territorial beige. Let me do a little test right here. Oh yeah. Yep. Okay. Righty now. Territorial beige by Apple Barrel. These are what, like 50 cents? Well, they might be $1 or something now. So I'm gonna tilt the camera down. We're gonna get to painting. Okay, coat one. I didn't worry about painting the white. I mean, if I got on it, I didn't care. But, oh, I see I missed a spot. But it's gonna require more coats, especially this pink and green one. So I'm gonna set these to the side. And now I'm gonna work on this little mess. I wonder if this color would look good on her hair. I think I want something darker for her hair. And then I got to figure out how I'm going to paint this. I want to paint her dress a different color. I did look it up. I couldn't find anything out on her at all. I know a lot of y'all said these are highly collectible, but I couldn't find anything on her. So, I don't know. I don't know if she's one of them and I just couldn't find it, or if somebody just stuck this on it. But anyway, doesn't matter to me. I love it. I think it's beautiful. And I'm going to work on her now. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. So I literally don't know what I'm doing with her, other than I want to change her dress color, hair color. I do have my rub and buff I'm gonna put on her. I did kind of like separate these. I wish I could take this little lamb out of her arm without breaking it, and I could just glue it back, but I don't think that's possible. So I'm just going to do the best I can around all of that. But I'm going to use this color. This is one I've had forever and a day. I don't even know what the name of it is. It's some kind of acrylic paint. It's a dark chocolate brown. It's this color. I want to try this on her hair and see. I mean, I just don't get the green hair. Oh yeah, that's going to look much better. She's going to look better as a brunette. We're going to take her back to her natural color. So let me get that done, and then I'm probably going to have to custom mix a color for her dress because I don't have the color that I want. So, yeah, let me get her hair done, and then we're going to play with colors on getting her dress color mixed. Yes, ma'am, you look much better as a brunette. You sure do. Did I miss any? Yeah, right there. I'm gonna have to say whoever advised you that green was your color for your hair was wrong. So I'm gonna try to make like an olive green color. I have this green called Kelly Green, and I'm going to mix it with some of this brown that I used. Might be, let me just do a smidge of it. Okay, and let's just mix that and see what we get with that. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not exact. Let me test the piece. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, we're gonna go with that. So my plan is to, I need to get this out of the way. I'm gonna paint her skirt, the bottom part, this green color. All right, we're gonna trust the process. Oh my, what a chore. I've painted her bottom of her dress and I've painted her collar green. I'm gonna go over the dress with some rub and buff, like fan it on there, brighten up her wings, and we're gonna call her good. And we've painted her hair. But there's no way I'm going to attempt to try to paint the top of that dress, because let me just tell you, painting the bottom of this dress, look, I'm still finding spots that I missed. It was not easy or fun. It was fun, I'm just kidding. But wow, what a chore. But I'm gonna like go around. See, look, every time I turn it, I find more spots I missed. I'm gonna put some rub and buff on it, but first it's got to dry thoroughly. So let me finish finding these little spots to touch up. And this is how it's looking. It's gonna be beautiful though. I love the blue-green. I think it's a pretty combo. And when you add the gold to it, I think it's gonna look really good. So I just had a thought about this girl. And I'm gonna leave this blue because I was really debating whether to leave it blue or not. I know I said that there's no way I was gonna try to paint it, but the bedding I use at Christmas is blue. And it's the blues and the greens and the golds. Hello. So I think it's gonna work out perfectly. I am gonna do some rub and buff over her, some gold, but I think she's gonna go perfectly with the bedding. Okay, several hours later, I had to let all these projects completely dry. And y'all, I did not have any like good white acrylic paint. And I was like, well, that's okay. I got these gallons of paint out in the garage. So I went and got it because there was very little left in this one. And I just sit down at the table, got my brush out, and just started playing. And at first I started kind of like painting it on, and then I was like, So I started like dabbing it on, and that worked out much better. But I did end up having to do 2 coats, and I just kind of used the previous places where they had snow as a guide, and then I also added my own snow in a couple different places, and this was so much fun. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I enjoy watching somebody else paint. It's just very relaxing. So I tried to put on some nice relaxing music and just kind of left this in here so y'all could maybe just watch, and hopefully you enjoy it. If you don't, I understand, and you can always fast forward it. But for those of you who like it, as I was editing it and watching it, I was like, this is just so like, I really enjoyed watching it, even though it's me doing it. It was just, I don't want that to sound very conceited or anything, but it was just very relaxing to me, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I hope you enjoy this little bit. And once I get these done, we're going to go back to work on the angel, and I will explain what I'm doing. Not that you can't see, but I'm just going to kind of give you my ideas behind it. So I really hope that you enjoy watching me paint the snow on these little houses. Okay, so now that the angel is dry, I had to let her dry a lot because this is kind of like a paper mache, it kind of felt like. But I pulled out my rubbing buff. I got me a little scrap piece of cardboard, and I'm showing you that's all that I used to start with. And I'm using this fan brush. And what I want to do is lightly go over her skirt with the gold and just highlight the areas of it to kind of mimic the top. So you'll see me do that. I'll get some rubbing buff on my brush, and then I just kind of get the excess off, and then I'm very light-handedly going over it, very lightly. You can always add more, but I didn't want to have to, you know, go over it with the green and let that dry, so I was just trying to go very lightly. And then I also tried to go in the direction of the fabric. If it went a certain way, that's the way I tried to do the rubbing buff. I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say. And I think this turned out so beautiful. I even brushed a little bit on her hair to kind of give it some highlights. I end up adding some to the green around her neckline, and it makes it look more gold with little bits of green peeking through. I really love the combination of the blue and the green and the gold. Of course, I had to touch up her wings with the rubbing buff. They were just like really faded, and so I brightened them up, but I also let the dark faded part work for me. So I just kind of went over it and let that be the shadows of the wings. I think this turned out to be one of my most favorite thrift flips I've ever done. She turned out so beautiful. I had so much fun working on her, and I cannot wait to style her in my Christmas decor. But you'll just have to let me know your thoughts on it, and which hair color do you prefer on her, lime green or brunette? Y'all, so sorry if y'all can hear the TV in there. James is in there watching TV, but I've got a tiny little Christmas thrift haul that I want to share with y'all, and it's primarily for the booth with the exception of one item, and, well, 2 items. So let me show you what I've got. So I picked this up for Delana and Tyler for their front bathroom because he loves pandas. They've got it done in pandas. And so I picked this up. It was like 98 cents. And I thought it was the most adorable little thing. She don't even know about that. I picked up this curtain rod because I want to hang up my beautiful curtains that I had in my living room that I thrifted last year. The beautiful brocade curtains. I needed a rod to put them on to hang up in my booth. So I picked this one up. It was $3.88. So I'll be using that for those curtains in my booth. Woo. All right, I picked this up for the booth. I thought it was adorable. So cute. This is fabric, and I don't think it's homemade, but how cute is that? Just so cute. This I picked up to go in my booth. I don't know if somebody will want these or not, but these were only 98 cents, but they're very vintage and they've never been opened. It's the little starlight things that you put on your lights. There's no barcode or anything, so you know they're old. So I'm gonna put them in my booth and see if somebody wants to buy them like that. I got this beautiful stocking to go in my booth. How gorgeous is that? It is full. Let me show you what it's full of. It is full of stickers, tags. I don't know if they were taking tags off of something or what, but I thought it was absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna put that in my booth. And then I got 2 red velvet pillows. Beautiful, nothing wrong with them. They will also go in my booth. So I am very excited about this. Oh, I've got one other item that I'll be keeping. Hold on. This Bible. Yeah, this is it. I love it. It's old, it's worn, it's tattered. But what I love most about it, it has so much writing in it. It's the New American Standard Bible Reference Edition. It's got a name with the date. It's got born again, baptized, licensed, ordained. It's got so much writing in it. It's got a paper clip in it, underlining, writing, where you can tell this Bible. This one says, see what change pain can bring. Wow. So much. It's got great question, voice of tradition. I mean, it is just, I mean, look at this. Oh my gosh, I love it. I'm going to sit and look at it and go through it. But this was very loved. Look, this is the back of it. I think whoever owned this Bible was a minister. I think whoever owned it was a minister because yeah, it's got messages and I love it. I love it. This was a well-loved Bible and it will continue to be well-loved. Anyway, so that is my thrift haul. So I hope y'all enjoyed that little snippet. So now after the ribbon buff is completely dried, I'm going to now glue back the ribbons where they were originally at. So that takes care of those spots. I just put a dab of glue on each one. And in a minute, you're going to see me stand her up and I'm going to show her to you, you know, closer up. And then you're going to see me like staring at her hands at one point and I'm wonder what I could put in her hand. Should I put a wreath or some greenery? But I'm going to leave it as is. I think she's beautiful. But look at that bottom. Look at the top around her dress. Her beautiful wings. Her beautiful hair. I just think she is glorious. And maybe we should name her Gloria. I just think she's beautiful. And I had so much fun working on her. Okay, so we've moved this outside. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got this Mod Podge Ultra Gloss Spray On. And I wanted it to be glossy, but they do have it in matte. It's kind of expensive, $14.99. But it is supposed to be an all-in-one glue and sealer, multi-surface, indoor-outdoor, no brush strokes, durable, non-tacky. We'll see. And then I picked up this little thing of glitter. It was $1.50, and it's the ultra fine diamond glitter. I just want it to look like sugar. So here we go. I'm gonna just do I'm gonna do a side at a time. Fun times, huh? Okay, this is my first time using the Mod Podge spray, so I was, you know, trying it out before I put it on the little houses because I wasn't sure how it was going to come out of the bottle. But it does come out in a very fine mist. I liked that. And then I let it dry completely after I got it on all the four sides and the roof. Let it dry completely. And then I went back out and sprayed another coat of the Mod Podge spray over it, trying to hopefully seal in as much glitter as possible. I can't say one way or the other if it helped or not. You know, it's glitter. It's going to come off from time to time. I think it probably helped. But if you're wanting it to like hold it and none of your glitter come off, I didn't see the results of that from this. But I did like the spray. Very pricey though, if you ask me. Was it worth $15? I'm not sure, but it's the only thing I could find. So I've got it now and it'll last me for a while. But I love the way these little houses turned out. Thank you for the idea. I mean, I was going to donate them back, but now, I mean, they've got a whole new look. And if somebody bought them and wanted to put the little light in it, it's still going to be cute. But I just think they are adorable, and you'll have to let me know your thoughts on it. You know, do they look like gingerbread houses to you? To me, they do, and I had fun doing it, and I guess that's really all that matters, right? So far, so good. I'll just let this dry, and then I'll do the other sides.